If you're looking for fun, engaging phonics activities for active toddlers who don't like worksheets, then this video is for you. Keep watching! Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and my Preschool at Home series, where every week I show you fun activities that you can do with your toddler to learn through play. So I'm going to show you 8 really fun games around phonics, and watch this video until the end because I've kept our favorite one at the end. I highly recommend using letter sounds rather than letter names for these games. I've also made a whole series of videos about how to teach your toddler to read, including letter recognition and blending, so I will link all of these in the description box below in case you want to go and have a look. Without further ado, let's get started! The first game is a game that can be played outdoors, and all you need for that is a piece of chalk, and as you can see I drew boxes with letters inside, and I like to mix capital letters and small letters for this, and then I say the name of a letter and then my toddler has to find the correct letter and jump on it. So she really enjoys that game, as you can see. You can also start practicing blending by giving your child a CVC word and then ask them to hop on the correct letters to form the CVC words. Here Emma is writing man, and now she's going to write bed, and so she's got to identify each one of the letter sounds and then jump on the correct letter. So it's a really great exercise to practice blending. For the next activity, you will need some tape, some paint, and 3 Ziploc bags. And a happy, enthusiastic toddler. So I'm going to start by putting a little bit of paint inside each one of the Ziploc bags. Make sure you close them properly, of course. And then I'm going to tape these Ziploc bags to a window, and I'm using double-sided tape only because that's the only tape I had, but of course you can use whatever you have. And as you can see, with the light going through the paint, you can really do some interesting shapes. And so today my toddler and I used it to practice letter tracing. And that's a really fun way to practice tracing letters. It's interactive, children really enjoy it, so it's a lot more fun than doing worksheets, for example. So my toddler really loved that game, and you can actually do that game even to practice shapes or numbers. The next game is perfect for very active children, and it can be played inside or outside, and all you need for this is a ball, and basically the adult calls out a letter and the child has to give a word that starts with that letter, and then the adult throws the ball to the child, who then can call out a letter, and so on and so forth.
Okay. Ah. Ant. Oh, very good. And then you tell me a letter. Puzzle. Beautiful. Very good.
The next game is also one that my toddler loves, and it requires 4 hoops, and you and your toddler will need to sound out words as you jump into the hoops.
Bus. 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 Okay. Fox. Fox. Oh. Oh. Bravo. Fox. Bravo. Fox. Fox. Bravo. Okay, you tell me a word. Map. Map. And then what's the second letter? Ah. Yes, and then?
Now
You do it. You do cat.
Let's wibbly wobbly.
Okay, let's do wibbly wobbly.
And the other one? The wibbly wobbly.
For the next activity, I used a free template that you can download online and it will be linked in the description box below. And it's basically a snowman matching letter game, where on the hat of the snowman there's a little drawing and your toddler has to identify the first letter of that drawing and then match it with a small letter and a capital letter. So for example, here there's a boat on the snowman's hat, so my toddler had to find the small b and then the capital B so that the snowman is complete. It's a really fun, easy little activity and it's great to practice small and capital letters. My toddler really enjoyed it. The next game is called I Spy the Sound, and you will ask your toddler to find an object or a toy that starts with a certain sound. I spy with my little eyes something that starts with the letter B. Box? Yeah? Can you show me a box? Yes, it's a bag. Yeah, kind of. I spy with my... Yes, that's right. That's a box. And it starts with B. Well done. I spy with my little eyes something that starts with the letter T.
Talk. Talk.
Truck?
Truck.
The next activity is also from a free online template which will be linked in the description box below. And here it's a phoneme isolation game where your toddler has to match the correct letter with the correct drawing.
Jellyfish.
What's the first letter you hear in jellyfish? Good job. Can you find J? Very good. Okay, which one do you want to do next? That's a ladder.
Ladder.
Bravo.
Duck.
Very good. So what's the first letter of duck?
D.
Okay, where's D?
Yeah.
Is this D?
No.
Very good, Emma.
Duck.
This next game is the one that required the most amount of prep work. I would say that it took me about 20 minutes to get this activity ready. So of course I recommend doing it the night before, but it was so worth it because my toddler loved this game and we played it over and over again. So for this game, you will need 13 different colors of card paper, a pair of scissors, a marker, a soup bowl, as well as a chunky dice. So start by drawing 2 circles on each piece of paper using your soup bowl. Then cut out the circles like so. And then on each circle I wrote one letter of the alphabet, and I wrote the capital letter on one side and the small letter on the other side because I like to practice both. I'm teaching my toddler both at the same time. And by the way, don't throw away your scrap paper. I like to keep it in a container so that my toddler can reuse it for her arts and crafts. Because at her age she just loves cutting stuff and then sticking them, so I just keep them in a neat little box like this, and then when my toddler wants to, she can use this scrap paper to do some of her artwork and she loves it. So it's a shame to throw it straight away when you can just reuse it. Okay, so back to our game. As you can see, I displayed all of the letters as a nice rainbow spiral. So each player will roll the dice, identify the number on the dice, and then hop on the correct number of letters. And as they hop on letters, they have to say the sound that the letter makes. So it's a great practice to practice not only letter identification, but also number identification. And so the way I played with my daughter is that each of us started at one side of the spiral, and then the one who got to the end of the spiral first was the winner. And my toddler really enjoyed that game. We kept playing it over and over and over again, and she didn't want to stop until I was really fed up of it. So it was a great success, and it's such a nice way to practice, you know, letter sounds and letter recognition, but also number recognition, because she's throwing the dice and then she's got to read that number.
Bravo! No, 4. That's it. You stay here. You've already done 4. My turn. 1. Ah. Okay, your turn. Oh, wow. What number is it?
6.
Good job. What letter is it? Yeah.
Quoi?
Très bien, stop. You say en quoi? My turn. 5.
5.
B, D, E. Your turn. 2.
2.
Very good.
That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.